Alright guys, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and fair warning, this one is going to be very fast-paced and stuff. There's a lot of music playing, and there are just, frankly, way too many cars here, but we're out here in Vegas for the Las Vegas Concours, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this is the single greatest lineup I've ever seen at a single show. This show this year beats the Quail at Car Week for me. So yeah, it's gonna be a very quick whistle-stop tour of everything. I'm not really gonna stop and highlight much, but we're starting with the Broad Arrow cars. Got a 722, really nice 812 comp. This P1 has under 200 miles on it. Pretty sick, but yeah, there's gonna be music playing, so I'm either gonna be yelling or I'm just gonna have to mute part of the video. But yeah, really nice 812 comp, 722, well, 722S I should say. 300 SL Roadster. We got Veyron. First of absolutely insane amount of Veyrons. We got the MSO SLR, so that's cool. Then some older cars that I'm admittedly not familiar with: SF90, 296, 296, cool F12 70th anniversary, Testarossa, 512. Got an old Bentley. Looks like a Z8 over there. Some older BMWs and a Jag. And that's it for Broad Arrow. So now we're gonna walk into the show, and I'm telling you, this lineup is unlike anything you have ever seen. It is, I've already walked the whole show already, and it is just, like, it's truly unbelievable. So let's get to it. Alright, starting with this section, here's Supercar Ron's bedazzled Valkyrie Spider. It's just ridiculous. We have a Santa GTR. Pretty cool. Here's the SSC Tuatara Striker that we saw at Car Week. And then they're debuting this, the first Aggressor. I don't know why all of them are like dark green with similar stripes, but like everybody's speccing the cars the same way. It's kind of weird. But yeah, here's the Aggressor, here's the Striker. Here is Ruthie, so first Koenigsegg. We're obviously very familiar with this car. It's probably like the 30th time I've seen it, but always nice. Cool 4 GT, another silver P1, pretty sick. We'll go this way, got some JDMs, R33 400R, R34. I'm not exactly sure what this Kugel thing is, but it looks cool. This thing being red carbon is insane. We got a new, what the hell is this called? Bacalar or whatever they're called. Cool Singer. We got CTR3. We have a TDF that's actually from Denver, so seeing that here is cool. White 959, SF90XX Spider. 720 and the Shelby. Cool Alpha. We got a purple Gunther Works. Looks pretty cool in that color. We got a Senna, regular Senna, not a GTR. Another P1. Not really a fan of the matte or satin orange, but whatever. Got a Speedtail. Regera. And another Gunther Works. So, pretty impressive lineup. That's it for this section, so we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so here's where I'm going to have to start yelling, and this is one of the craziest lineups I've ever seen. So, there are almost 70 Bugattis at this event. So, here's where most of them are. Here's a 16.4. Here is a Grand Sport Vitesse. Another Vitesse. Third Vitesse, fourth Vitesse, fifth Vitesse, sixth Vitesse, Alcon Super Sport, another Super Sport, like Grand Sport, 16.4, another Grand Sport, 16.4, another Grand Sport, another 16.4, 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 another 16.4. I'll turn around, get the ones in the middle. Got a Grand Sport Vitesse, Super Sport World Record Edition. Got a new Mistral. Got a Chiron Super Sport. A Legend Edition Vitesse. We got the Grand Sport Blanc Noir.
Good news and bad news.
We have another Vitesse, Legend Edition, and another Vitesse. Got another Chiron Super Sport.
What a show.
Got another Chiron Super Sport.
Oh, so it's the same.
We got the Mayo Constantini Legend Edition. We got another Grand Sport. Got another Vitesse Legend Edition. We got another Vitesse. We got another Super Sport. This one's in blue carbon. Here's the Sang Noir. And then this is another 16.4. And then there's Hellbug, which is a Grand Sport Vitesse with an insane paint job. Which looks kind of cool next to that crazy paint Chiron Super Sport. So yeah, 16.4, 16.4. Another 16.4, another 16.4, another 16.4, another 16.4, a chrome gold 16.4, which is interesting. Another 16.4 and the Denver 16.4. So that's almost all of the Bugattis over here in this section. But if you walk over here, there's 2 more Mistrals. And then over here, we have 2 Chiron Super Sports. A regular Chiron. And 2 Chiron Perspores. So yeah, that's all the Bugattis in this section. That's not all the Coupe, Macchina Volante. Here's the Gear Falcon. Here's the highest mileage wire roadster in the world, I'm pretty sure. Another wire roadster, another wire roadster. Here's a Tempesta wire roadster. There's a wire coupe. Another wire coupe. Here's Sparky's wire coupe. Here's another wire coupe. And then one of my favorite cars here. First one I've ever seen in person. It's so sick. And then a 4GT. But dude, God. Yeah, AMG 1 is just insane. That's definitely my top 3 of my favorite cars here. And in the middle, we have this like crazy modded Ford GT. I don't even know what's been done to it, but it's got carbon doors and no interior and stuff. It's kind of nuts. Here's a 992 that's been had stuff done to it, GT2 RS, and an SLS Gullwing. So that's it for this section. And here's the Hennessey stand, which is just 2 cars, but they brought the red Venom GT, which is cool. And then the F5 Evolution, which I don't really know the difference. Yeah. Cool color on this. Looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, great chatting. Good to meet you. Yep.
But yeah, it's basically an F5 with, I think, Revolution bits on it or something, and then a slightly different wing. I don't really know what the difference is, but yeah, there you go. Alright, continuing with Paganis, we have another Utopia here, another Utopia, which I missed this one at Car Week, so I'm happy to finally see it. And that one's got some crazy paint on it. So, Fire Roadster, Fire BC Roadster, and then this one, Fire Tricolore, another Imola Roadster, but it's kind of crowded. Here's an Imola Coupe. Here's kind of the Roadster. Fire BC, another Zonda F, here's another Zonda S, another Zonda F, which I had never seen this one before, so happy that's here, and then the 760 Arrivederci again, pretty wild to see. And then on the Pagani stage is the Codalunga and the Codalunga Roadster. So there's the coupe, and they just recently unveiled this, which is the Roadster. Alright, so yeah, there's the Arrivederci. We're gonna whiz through this area because it's not that crazy, but we're at Rolls Royce. It's the new Phantom. Yeah, there's so many people here. So over here we got Zinger.
Not all of it, but a lot of the components. Yeah.
This was like the track record car, so it's all beat to hell. Kind of cool.
We also have certain.
And then over here is a not beat up one. So that's cool.
American hypercar, everything
Then
US, actually in LA.
the rest of the Bugattis, we have the Tourbillon, another Mistral, a Bolide, the final Super Sport 300, a Cento Dieci, a freaking Devo, and a Chiron Super Sport to wrap up the Bugattis. Pretty insane. And then over here at Koenigsegg, there's no new cars, but got a Sedair Spear, got Zach's Garage Yesco Absolute, we got Jeff's Yesco Attack, we got the Raven Regera, RS Valhall, and Vader and Thor. As always. It's not a Koenigsegg event without Vader and Thor. So. That's almost the whole Koenigsegg lineup. Here's a random 750S Spider. And then the new McLaren GT race, whatever they're calling it, the new race car. So that's pretty cool. Here's the Bugattis. And then we got Karma, which I don't know how they can really afford to stand here, but whatever. Yeah, here's the Karmas. The last one, and then here's a Nilu. Not sure if this is the white one just repainted or if it's a new one, but still pretty cool. Here's the like reworked 190 Evo with a Steel K DTM. Got Bentley, another Batur. Got this thing. pretty cool. There are some classic cars here that I'm not going to know the name of. Oh, we got the new Gunther Works there. Revuelto. Temerario. We got the Urus. Shelby brought some Super Snakes and stuff. Got a Vanquish. You know, I've loved that car. Got an old C1. Got the Lotus Avaya, which is pretty cool. And the Mira in a really nice color. And then the... I don't even remember the name of this. But yeah, SUV. Over here we got another Singer. Another Singer there. Got the Roma Spider, the Dici Cylindri, Pure Songway, Roma 2.0, I mean Amalfi. Then we got the Gumpert Apollo, which I'm super happy is here because I got no photos of it at Car Week. This car is so freaking cool, man. Jeez. We got a Batista over there. Got some 350s. Another Resto Mod Porsche. 993. And then the new Vanquish. So that's kind of cool. Alright. This car's sick. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Before we move on, we got the new 33 Stradale. This car's gorgeous. Way too expensive, but it looks really cool. Pretty sick. Alright, now as far as I understand, this is the like older section for cars and like the judged cars. So I don't really know what a lot of these are, but I'll just show you them anyways really quick. My camera battery is dying, so there's a DB5 there. This is an MG PB Airline Coupe, an old Lagonda. That's actually pretty wicked to see. XJ220. Pretty sick. Love the green on it. Two D-types. And a C-type. It's pretty sweet. And an E-type. Oh, it's an XKE. My bad. Whatever. Here's an NSX Type R. That's pretty sick. Got a Bayside Blue R34. Got a crazy 240Z. XKE. There's an E-type. Got a lot of classic Jags this year. Yeah, I really don't have the battery to show you guys like everything. So, but yeah, a crazy SC30 over here. Kind of nuts. 350 GT. This is a 400 2+2. Then we got the old Maseratis. Well, this is a Urraco. There's old Maseratis over here. Mira SV. This thing is sick. Sebring. Here's the old Maserati. Sebring, Bora. There's a Shamal right here, which is really cool. Got an AG6 Zagato. 200 SI. AG6 GCS. Here's a 550 Barchetta. The Ferrari lineup's really not that crazy this year. Here's a 365 GTS. 275. 365 GTC. 348 LM, which is pretty cool. And then an F40. Gotta have the F40. In the middle is just kind of a random plethora of cars, which again, like, I can't really show everything. And then to wrap it up, we got a 212E, Ferrari, and a 212MM. And then in the middle, there is a car in here that I must show on my channel because I'm a supercar channel, which is this, the FXXK Evo, which is definitely mental. Pretty crazy car. And then F1 car, Porsche GT Cup car, and then, to be honest, I don't really know what these things are. These Oldsmobile, like, world record speed cars or something. But, like, these things look pretty nuts. Yeah, they look pretty wild. And then F1 cars. Some more F1 cars. Yeah, multiple generations of older F1 cars. Some Ferrari 962C, which is sick. That's really cool. Fiat Dino Spider, a Safari. There's an ISO Grifo. Yeah, there's, like I said, a random plethora of cars. There's an SLS Gullwing next to an SLR. It's a 540K Roadster. E65, some more classic cars, and some more classic cars. That's about it for this section, and now we'll go to Lamborghini. We're at Lambo. This is the, like, I don't know, the good lineup of Lambos, and it's pretty substantial. So we got a Centenario Roadster, we have a Diablo GTR, we have a Sion Roadster, we have a Countach 25th anniversary, a gold new Countach SVJ Roadster, a white new Countach. We have the Concept 1, and two more Diablo GTs. We got Stradman's LM002, and another LM002. And an Islero. And then here's a Diablo 6-liter SE. And the really, really cool flip paint SV Roadster. And then crossing this way, we got a Mercy SV. Have a Revuelto, Gallardo Performante, a Urus, another Revuelto, another Diablo GT, a manual LP640 Roadster. One of two Reventons here. Another Countach. Another Islero. Two more Miros. Absolutely insane Sion Roadster, so that's two of those. There's an Espada. Got a tricked out Countach.
Countach 6.
What's called that first one?
Here's Reventon number 2. and a Centenario Coupe. So that makes Centenario Coupe, Centenario Roadster, 2 Sion Roadsters, 2 new Countachs, the road legal Sesto Elemento, really, really awesome to see this car again. So yeah, 2 new Countachs, 2 Sion Roadsters, 2 Reventons, Centenario Coupe, Centenario Roadster, Sesto Elemento, and then probably my favorite car at the entire event. That's right, Lamborghini Veneno. It is absolutely ridiculous that this car is here. It's just so insane, man. I have dreamt of seeing a Veneno for over a decade. And the time has finally arrived. Dude, look at this car. It's just insane. God. Freaking, if you thought that was all Huracan Technica Roadster, Urus, another Sterrato, Here's an SVJ 63, another one, Urus, another SVJ, STO. We got another 5 Uruses, another SVJ Roadster. This one's in gold. 2 more Revueltos, and an Aventador S Roadster, and another Revuelto. Got another Urus and a Revuelto up there. Yeah, here's the white Revuelto with a kind of crazy wing on it. It's cool. Huracan Technica, Aventador. Ultimate, Urus, STO, another SV Roadster, Technica, Urus, Sterrato, Revuelto, another Revuelto, Huracan, STO, another STO, SVJ Roadster, another STO, another Urus, and then to wrap it up, we'll show the Stradman's cars, because he does have his 2 Aventadors here, and there's a Revuelto and a gated Mercy. So this Mercy is gated, which is cool. Here's Stradman's coupe, pretty wild. Aventador, here's Stradman's Roadster, and a Revuelto. So yeah, just an absolute crapload of Lamborghinis. And then yeah, Performante Spider. But yeah, this lineup over here is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Mercy SV, 2 Reventons, 2 Scion Roadsters, Centenario Roadster, Centenario Coupe, like a really, really rare SV Roadster, Diablo GTs, Sesto Elemento, Miras, and the Veneno. Like, it's just, you can't really get a better Lamborghini lineup than that. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, alright, we'll go over to the last section. So here's the last section, which, yeah, F1 HDK next to a P1 HDK. So that's pretty bonkers. And then the new Lanzante 595 thing, whatever it's called. The thing that looks like a McLaren. 9559, yeah, that, whatever.
I know.
No W1 here. Pretty disappointing, actually. I was really hoping to see one. But yeah, P1 HDK, F1 HDK, and then final Koenigsegg. It's a full carbon Yesco Absolute, which is wearing Dubai plates, but apparently is a US car, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. We have another Formula car in chrome, which is a little wild. And then the last car. The last car is over here, all by itself. Is a blue Senza SC V12. Lamborghini. Pretty sick. Really nice color. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then in here, which you're not even going to be able to see, but back in there, those yellow spots is an SP3, a yellow F50, and a 550 Barchetta, but I'm not cool enough to go in there, so yep. That is Las Vegas Concours 2025 Whistle Stop Tour, and it was, the lineup is just ridiculous. I'll probably never see a single event with a lineup better than this ever. So yeah, that's it. I don't know, until next video, I guess. Bye.